Hi, Legosaurus here. Welcome you back into my kitchen this evening. And we are about to finish preparing the last of the meals for our 2013 through hike of the Pacific Crest Trail. I am so excited because I've been working on these meals for about 2 months. I decided to make this video in hopes that it might give some of you viewers some ideas on different types of trail foods to make. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the camera off, and I'm going to set my food preparation area up and show you how I do it, and we'll just kind of go from there. So give me a minute and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and I have my food preparation area all set up and ready to give you a demonstration of how we package our food for when we are on the Pacific Crest Trail. So now my wife's going to go ahead and pan down and show you what I have here. This meal that I'm preparing, the last meal, is really just a basic potato soup, except that I'm adding some things to make it a little more fun and tasty when we're on the trail. We take food that we eat around the house and things that we know that we're going to enjoy on the Pacific Crest Trail. We both love potato soup, but by itself maybe it's a little bit bland, so you have to give it a little bit of excitement. So what we do is we make a meal and then we play around with spices, and we play around with different amounts of water, different amounts of soup, stuff like that. The final results that we got showed that 3 ounces of soup plus 1 tablespoon of bacon and onion bits and 1/8 teaspoon of pepper and sea salt really makes this a tasty meal. This way you know exactly what goes in the bag. Then you'll be able to package your meals more confidently, knowing that you tested this meal here at home first before you got out to Pacific Crest Trail, knowing that it tastes good. So let's go ahead and I will run through one meal for you and show you kind of how I do it. Now my wife's going to go ahead and pan down and we'll go ahead and get this going. Okay, what we're using is just basically just a Ziploc snack size. This particular meal will fit just about perfectly in this bag. So I start out with 3 ounces of soup, so let's go ahead and turn the scale on. And I've got a scoop in here, and we'll just go ahead and put 3 ounces of this potato soup into this bag. Okay, and then I like to kind of even it out in the bag a little bit, and then it calls for 1/8 teaspoon of both pepper and sea salt. So I just go ahead, this is just sea salt you can buy anywhere. Just dump that in there, and then the pepper. Okay, now you don't want to add the bacon and the onions to this because you want to be able to have this crunchy whenever you're eating it. So I actually bagged those 2 last items separately, but to let me know how much water I need to put into it, I have cut up some little pieces of paper here that I just simply write 2 cups, like so, and I just put it in the bag. That way when we get to a campsite and we are getting ready to eat dinner, I'll have to find that and I know exactly how much water to put in this meal. And then get another baggie and add the onion crunch. And I like to add the onion crunch on one side and then take a tablespoon of the bacon bits and then put it on the other side, and then just kind of mix it around so it's kind of level all the way across the bottom. And you want to roll it up like this and go ahead and seal it. This way both the bacon bits and the onion crunch will stay fresh and ready to enjoy when the soup is ready out on the PCT. Then you just roll that up to try to get as much air out of it as you possibly can. And there you have it. This whole meal weighs 3.7 ounces. That's pretty good. Now what I do is I place this meal into a vacuum seal pouch that's from Ziploc. We're finding that we're having some really good luck with this. We heard some reviews about the seal not keeping air. To combat that, you just take a piece of tape, and once you vacuum seal it, put a piece of tape around the circle, and that takes care of the problem. We have a Fig Newton bar in the other room that we've had in there for 8 months, and that little trick, it's worked out great. It's still vacuum sealed in there. This particular meal you can fit 4 bags in. This is how we are actually just simply storing it while we're in the house. When we get ready to do our resupply boxes, then we will go out and we'll choose our meals, and then we will put those meals into these pouches and actually vacuum seal them so that they will travel in our resupply boxes. And then when we receive these and we're ready to use them on a section, you just simply open this up. You take whatever meal you happen to be eating and you can reseal it, and it helps your food stay fresher. You make that one, and then of course you carry all of your trash out with you. So that's really the nuts and bolts of it, and I really hope that this helps you out. In addition to the potato soup, I'd also like to show you a list of some of the other foods that we've prepared, and to let you know the variety that we are going to be taking with us on the Pacific Crest Trail. So let's go ahead and take a look at the list. This is a list of all the meals I prepared for our through hike of the PCT this year of 2013. As you can see, we have a good number of different meals. Later in this video, I'll be providing you with the address to our blog site, and go to the section that is Table for Two, and my wife has compiled a list of all the foods that I've prepared on the list that you've just seen. Maybe that'll give you an idea of the variety and maybe help you in deciding what type of foods you're going to prepare for your hike. And the way I have cataloged this to keep my inventory straight is this column is showing the number of meals, each one of the meals that I've prepared, and then the next column is what the bags that are in the boxes are labeled as. So you can see I have 18 different meals, and then which box each one of those meals is listed in. Now 2 of these meals, which ones, only have 2 meals and 3 meals, so I don't really count those. So really I have 16 meals that we will be eating on Pacific Crest Trail, which means that we won't have to eat the same meal for a 16-day period. So kind of give you an idea of what the boxes look like and how easy it is to find it once you're looking for it, is I'll go ahead and take you to box, and let's say we'll look for the cheese sauce with potato slices, which is going to be labeled number 8, and it's going to be in box 2. Here is box number 2, and then these bags here are exactly that meal, and then so on and so forth for all the meals. And as you can see, there's quite a bit of meals here. As you can see, there are 175 meals for each of us, and the reason why we have independent packs is because whenever we hiked the trail in 1999, we found that we were getting on each other's nerves. So the solution to that problem is we have made up our packs, our foods, everything to be completely independent from each other, so that whenever the telltale signs of us kind of maybe struggling a little bit with too much togetherness, she, for instance, at a resupply point will leave one day before I do, and she'll start heading to the next resupply point, however many days that is to the next resupply point. I get to stay in the hotel for one more night. She gets some solo time. When she gets to the next resupply point, then she'll go ahead and get our next resupply box from the post office, and she'll go get a hotel, and then she'll get to stay in that hotel by herself that night. I'll get to the resupply point the following day. We'll go ahead and hook up together, hug each other, say we missed each other, you know, all that kind of good stuff. And the next section will go, you know, just great. So we're really anxious to see how this is going to work out, but I'm pretty sure it's going to have pretty positive results. We are pretty happy with the progress that we've been making on preparing for our 13 through hike. And if you guys want to check out our blog site is thehikingfools2013.blogspot.com. Check it out. There's a lot of cool things on there, and navigate through it, have fun. There's links to my YouTube channel, and hopefully this will help with maybe somebody who is kind of wondering, hey, what can I do for meals? What kind of meals can I make? How to make them? How to package them up? You know, things like that. But the one thing that you want to remember is use your imagination. Go out on the trail with food that you know you're going to enjoy, because when we through hiked the trail in 1999, we had a lot of the same foods. We didn't have a whole lot of variety, and you get tired of it real fast. So use your imagination. Use things like the onion crunch. This is really good sprinkled on a variety of different foods. The bacon bits, and there's just, you know, there's all kinds of, just use your imagination, and you can make some meals that are very appealing to you out on the trail, because that's one of the most important things that you think about while you're hiking is what? Food. So, you know, I hope this helped you guys out. I hope to run into some of you guys when we're on our adventure in 2013 in about 92 days? 92 more days. Yay! And I'd like any input or feedback on this video, and you know, happy trails to you, and we love the PCT. Bye.